leave your destiny on the ground. I said, don't accept failure. If you're here, you need a car, you need to get it. If you need a baby, you need to get it. Since God listens to prayer, bother God until he does it. Pray up your twins. Pray them into manifestation. Pray until your car comes. Pray until God gives you a house in Lagos. Pray up your destiny. Pray up your life. Life can be prayed up. Evil can end. I said, what? You can pray away evil. All the men you hear their names that are popular, there were times they were not. It was paying attention to themselves that brought them up. I said, paying. They prayed up. They prayed up. They prayed up. Let me tell you a secret you don't know. If Elijah told Ahab that rain will beat him, and there was no sign of rain, it means there is something Elijah knew about praying up a man, or using rain to cause a miracle to happen, using prayer. There's something Elijah knew about using prayer to call things that is not to be. One of the greatest evil in the church is prayer laziness. We can pray up our lives. We can introduce ourselves to new destiny through fasting and praying. Let me show you a posture. I want to show you two postures of determined people who use prayer to achieve the unusual. Posture. So that when you want to pray, there is a posture that brings result. There is a way you will lie to pray. Then you will know you have started. It happens to me. In case you know me, if you see where I'm praying, there is a posture that I will take. Even if somebody is calling me, don't come near me. I take that posture when I want to score a mark in prayer, privately. And it has not failed me. That is when I want to end the problem, or when I want to pray up somebody. I want to show you about posture that means seriousness. It's not praying I'm eating chewing gum. I'll be saying hello, I'll call you back. 1 Kings chapter 18. First King 18 verse number 41. Somebody go ahead. Yes.
And Elijah said unto Ahab,
he said, go up, eat and drink, for there is a sound of what?
Of abundance of rain.
Number 40 says, so Ahab went up to eat
and Elijah went up to the top of Carmel, and he cast himself down upon the earth and put his face between his knees.
Thank you. I don't want to forget that posture. Elijah told Ahab, he said, since your own portion is to eat and drink, go and be eating. Me, I'm not eating and drinking. I'm going to the mountain. I'm going to Carmel. And then the Bible says when he went to Carmel, he fell. He cast himself. And then the Bible says he put his face in between two knees. And then labor, prayer labor started. Please hear me. Please hear me. Please hear me. There is nothing that can be born when people get serious. I said there is nothing that is impossible to happen when people get serious. But seriousness is an inspiration of fire. It will take more than preaching for something to touch you too much and you want to do extra. Look at another portion before I leave it. In Luke chapter 22, about Jesus. The Bible says he came to Gethsemane. He came to Gethsemane. And then he fell like Elijah. He came to Gethsemane and fell. Go ahead. The book of Luke chapter 22, verse number 39. Church, thank you for listening to me. I'm going to be done very soon. Very, very soon I'll be done.
And he came out and went as he was.
Go ahead.
To the Mount of Olives, and his disciples followed him. And when he was at the place,
he said unto them,
pray that you enter not into temptation.
And when he withdrawn from them,
about a stone cast,
he knelt down and prayed. Go ahead.
Saying, Father, if thou be willing.
All right, number 44. And being in an agony, he
prayed more earnestly, and his sweat was as it were great drops of blood falling down to the ground.
The Bible said when he fell on his knees, he was in agony earnestly. And then labor. It is this type of prayer that made him King of Kings and Lord of Lords. This type. There is no great man of God that touched the earth very well, that didn't know agonizing prayer. Next week Monday I'm going to start it. I'm supposed to start it this week, but I said okay, let me give the people some time. Agonizing. To say, Lord, this evil have stayed long. I'm not going to live with it. I'm going to suck it out of my life. God, where are you? I invoke your energy to destroy it. I bring your ability. The Bible said James was saying in James chapter 5, he said Elijah was a man like us. 1 minute now, we're about to start. We're about to pray. We're about to pray. Where I came from will not matter. I told God that even if I don't know mysteries, when I became a preacher, I didn't know mysteries. I know how to fast and pray. It wasn't mysteries that I know first. It was power. It was kneeling. I wasn't teaching. It was fire. It was 9 hours. And then somebody said, I'm suffering because I'm a pastor. I said, you are not a pastor. If you're a pastor, you go back to your knee. You go back to your knee and pray your life out of trouble. Let me say to a young man that might be hearing online, if you're going to be a successful man of God, there is a number of hours you must pray in a day. And there must be a number of hours you must pray in the night. It's a criteria for success. It is. I didn't say you will pray it when you're consecrating. It will be a criteria all your life. All the men that you know their name, they did it. When you start calling him and he look like he's not answering, don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Stay there until he answers. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. If he answered Elijah, he will answer you. If he answered Jesus, God, Peter said, God is not a respecter of any person. Now, if God is not a respecter of any person, why will some people be pray up themselves and some people are on the ground? Why? Why will some people be flying private jet and some people are on the ground? God have not respected any person more. But some people paid more attention than others. Am I saying something? I say, am I saying something? I say some people paid more. That's why we are going to pray a prayer on judging the structures that fight favor of God in our life. Judging ancient structures. Judging ancient structures. There are families, there are villages that have maintained ancient structures, habits. Tolerated wickedness, left fallen gods in the firmament. They allowed decrees of wicked spirit to remain in their family. A wicked spirit said nobody will marry and have more than one child. And generations of people grow up and accepted it. They kept that ancient structure that nobody can buy a new car, that nobody can be a senator in the family since 150 years. That a road will not be laid, this particular road shall not be bigger because this was owned by village python. Structures. There are families that all the girls that grow there, the only men that marry girls there are men who are suffering. If they are not mechanic,